Good morning, everybody, and this is Auntie. And have you ever been that person that you see something in the headlines, you're a little interested in it, but you don't really know what's going on, and you just want to find out what's going on? You want to go down a rabbit hole, if you will, just to get yourself abreast of what is happening. Y'all, let's talk about Nancy Guthrie. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to do a little bit of investigation this morning. Let's get into crime and coffee, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall.
A sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers to my nieces and nephews, and all of y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for Auntie's advice. Sweet old. It's time for Auntie's advice. Oh, yeah. It's time for Auntie's advice.
Good morning, everybody, and this is Auntie Child. It is early in the morning on a Sunday, and honey, I am so interested in this case. If this is your first time being here, hi, I'm Auntie from Auntie's Advice, okay, and Auntie's Lifestyle Podcast. Oh my God. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like what we're talking about this morning, honey. I got my cup of coffee. I'm hoping that you all have yours. Not sure where you are in the world, but right now it is 9 o'clock a.m. and honey, I'm trying to get into this case. I want to go down the rabbit hole. I want to find out what's going on, and I'm hoping that you all are interested as well. I want to say hello to Maria, to Deirdre, to Sheila Feezer, Habu, and Tana. Hey, oh my goodness, y'all. So you know how you're walking past your television, or maybe something pops up on your iPhone and you're like, what is this? And you just put it kind of like in the back of your mind, and you're like, I'm gonna come back to this when I have time. Well, this morning I got time. Now I got a lot of things that I need to do today, but I got time to get into this. Y'all. Okay, so I went to my chat GPT. Okay. And I was like, what is going on with this Nancy Guthrie case? Okay. So chat GPT said the 84-year-old mother of NBC Today Show co-anchor Savannah Guthrie went missing in Arizona. And I was like, okay, all right. Now, I don't have time to look at TV. Okay, because I'm out the house, as you all know, at the break of dawn in the morning. So I was like, okay, so who who is Savannah Guthrie? So it says that Savannah Guthrie is an American broadcast journalist and attorney, best known as co-anchor of NBC's Today Show. She's been one of the most visible morning news figures in the U.S. for over a decade. So they say that she was born December 27, 1971. She lives in Tucson, Arizona. She has an undergrad journalism degree from the University of Arizona, and she has her law degree from the Georgetown University Law Center. Okay. They say before national TV, she practiced law, which heavily shaped her on-air style. So I was like, okay. They said before she got into the morning show, right, y'all? She was a local TV reporter and anchor for Arizona and DC, a legal analyst for NBC News, White House correspondent during the Obama administration, chief legal analyst before becoming a main anchor. And in 2012, she became a co anchor for Today, eventually sharing the desk with Huda. Now, I know Huda, okay? They said her legal background is presses politicians harder, asks structured follow-ups, and doesn't let vague answers slide. They say that her reputation and her interviewing style is that she is best known for being polite but relentless, calm under pressure, legally precise. Okay, they say that she has interviewed sitting presidents, Supreme Court justices, heads of state, major cultural figures. So I was like, okay. They say that she was married to Michael Fredman. They have two children. She keeps her private life largely off social media. She's known for drawing hard boundaries between work and family. They said that her voice carries weight because she understands the legal process, knows what not to say publicly, has deep ties to national media. Every statement is carefully worded, legally informed, and strategically intentional. And I was like, okay, that's my kind of girl. That is my kind of girl. It depends on where you are, Caribbean girl. I'm on two at the same time. Okay, don't worry about the comments, boo. I see you. Hey, good morning, Caribbean gal. She's a member. So is Sheila Feezer. Hey. Thank you, Joy to the World. Joy to the World. Say, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this. You know I'm gonna give you my thoughts, honey. I was like, I need to go down the rabbit hole on what the is going on down here with Miss Nancy. What's going on with Miss Nancy? Good morning, Tracy. Okay. So I was like, okay, tell me what's going on. I wants to know the goings on and everything because I'm in the dark about this and I want to know. So I'm gonna go ahead on and talk about it. So they said, what's been going on? Nancy, the mom, okay, is missing. Child, they said she disappeared on January 31st of 2026 from her home and Tucson. Now, any of you all who have been following me for a while, y'all know that that's where I want to live. Once I retire, that's where I want to live. Hey, boo, welcome, welcome, John McCain. So I've always said that's where I want to go. I went to Tucson a couple of times. I loved it. I loved the relaxed style. I loved the heat. Now, I didn't like getting burned by the seatbelt, but I loved Tucson. So automatically, I'm like, beak, wait a minute, is crime going on? Is crime going on in Tucson? What the is going on? So they said that she was reported missing the next day after missing a church service. So that means to me she had a regular schedule, and investigators immediately suspected foul play because she has limited mobility and needs daily medication, making voluntary disappearance like sneaking out on this with a sneaky link, okay, unlikely. Security footage showed her doorbell camera was disabled late that night and her pacemaker monitoring disconnected hours later. Then they said blood stains at her home were confirmed to be hers, raising concern something serious happened downtown to Nancy's house. Law enforcement is basically treating her home as a crime scene, and the Pima County Sheriff's Department and the FBI are actively investigating. Now, this is what really piqued my interest in it because they said that home girl, they started getting ransom notes. I said, I know you lying. including one widely reported ransom demand asking for millions in cryptocurrency through the authenticity, though the authenticity and connection to the disappearance are still under investigation. Now, from what I heard downtown to the curb, that they was like, oh, no, 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 no. This was, just some simple, right, trying to get in where they don't fit in. I think that has been dispelled, but we going down the rabbit hole on it. The audacity. Okay. People play too much. Why would you do something like that? But anyway, let's get into what's going on downtown with Miss Nancy. Okay. Okay. So the New York Post is staggering Nancy Guthrie ransom demand amount revealed on a local TV station. Now, this was dated on February 8th of 2006. A local TV station has reported that the kidnappers, okay, so hold on, let me bring this up, okay, because I got to share. Sharing is absolutely caring. Okay. Let's see if I can bring this up real quick. Now, I won't be playing anything, but we will be going through this article together. Child, people be doing the most with the least. Do you hear me? I'm talking about the most with the least. So this is her sitting down. Is this it? Let me see if y'all can see. Let's see. Why is all this stuff popping up here like this? Oh, look at. Oh, you know what? Let me stop. It's just too much coming up. It's too much coming up. I read it without y'all having to see it. The friends who claim they have kidnapped Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy, are demanding $6 million in Bitcoin on a local TV station revealed. Multiple ransom notes have been sent out to the media, including one that was sent to JJ McKinney from Tucson ABC affiliate. Now, I'm going to tell y'all another thing that makes me very curious about this. Why are they sending ransom notes to TV stations? That doesn't make sense to me. Why are they sending this out to TV stations? Send it to the family, send it directly to the daughter. I don't understand why someone is playing games like this. To me, you playing games. You want notoriety. I don't know, like, what's going on? If somebody kidnapped why would they send the ransom notes not directly to my family, but to a TV station? You looking for opportunity. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You said you was wondering that too? I could be wrong. But that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Okay? It just doesn't make a lot of sense. So then they said in a letter, the potential kidnapper demanded that the Guthries pay them $6 million before this Monday. The ransom note writer says that Nancy Guthrie's life is in peril if the deadline set by 5 p.m. local time on Monday isn't met, the outlet reported. Her life is already in peril because, from my understanding, the woman is on a pacemaker. It got disconnected from her iPhone and stuff like that, right, y'all? Y'all let me know down in the comment section. So it's already in peril. They ran her up out there, allegedly, from what I'm hearing, without her medicine. So, are you a physician and you know how long she can be without the medicine before her life is in peril? because I got medicines that I take. I need them every day. So don't tell me in the fifth day or the fourth day I can go. Auntie, you can go 4 days without your medicine, Auntie. I'm sorry, what? So I can go. You determine how long I can be without my medicine before I start feeling bad, before my body starts reacting. This is somebody that didn't even know them, in my opinion, or think they know them. Why wouldn't you get but now you know how long I can be without my okay. Now you saying what now? Apparently there was a search at the daughter's home last night, Annie's home. Now is Annie okay? Let's talk to me now. So is Annie the wife? Is Annie the sister? That's the wife of the brother-in-law that they suspected. Okay, let me know. You said apparently there was a search at the daughter's home last night. So y'all mean to tell me the daughter that been sitting her big ass out there is the one? Wait a minute, I know you. So you saying she the one? Y'all think that she working in cahoots with her husband? I know you telling a lie. I know you is telling a lie. Oh, the plot just got thick, honey. I would. She would be in a chokehold. You playing with mama? Now I saw some pictures. I was gonna go in like a little nice little fancy way, but let's just go ahead on and talk about this. Because if you my sister and we sitting up there doing all kinds of interviews and everything else, and you sitting up there side by side with me, and you and your husband playing games, it's evident. What you say, Sheila? The mother has dinner on Saturday before she went missing at the daughter's house. My son, oh, okay, I can't read that. That's medical stuff. So you mean to tell me that the sister, I know y'all can lie. You mean to tell me that the sister is the one that got her mother bleeding out there on the front? Because I saw some pictures where it looked like there was some blood left on the front door. So now the question has been, I think y'all got me going off my script. Let me go back to my script. Y'all leave me alone. I'm trying to go down a rabbit hole on this daggone thing, and y'all sitting up here got me all thrown off and everything. Hold on, let me go back. The California man that had the bull crap that was going on with the crypto, they locked him up for sending a fake ransom text to the family. But police say this was not connected to the actual investigation. Authorities are reviewing new messages and information that may be linked to the case, but there's still no confirmed proof of life. You know what? This don't make no gut. No, this is coming from the Guardian. But they don't let you read their stuff without signing up. Officials investigating new messages on Savannah Guthrie's missing mother. Disappearance of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie from her home in Arizona is being investigated as kidnapping. The search for Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of NBC's Today Show anchor Savannah Guthrie, now that was a whole lot of words. It has entered its sixth day on Friday in Arizona as authorities said that they were aware of new messages related to the daggone case. The FBI and Arizona Pimas County Sheriff's Department issued a joint statement on Friday afternoon stating that investigators were actively inspecting information provided in the message for its authenticity. Earlier in the day, authorities said they believe that Guthrie is still alive. They said, in quotes, she's out there. We're going to find her. We have to, said Chris Nanos, Arizona Pima County Sheriff, in an interview. He said, pray, just pray. Asked by the interviewer if he could work on prayers in the absence of good leads. Okay, that was a read. In the case or means of contacting those believed to have abducted Nancy. Sometimes I have to. I don't have a choice. The Federal Bureau of Investigation is offering a $50,000 reward for information that leads to her recovery and or the arrest or conviction of anyone involved in her mysterious vanishing. But so they saying that she came home, she was downtown to the home at 2 o'clock in the morning. At 2 o'clock in the morning, all her went blind. Now they said cameras was removed, a back door was open. And the cameras was removed. Now, I done been to Tucson. I don't know if y'all have. But it's dark out there. Okay, it's dark. This has got to be somebody that knew the layout of the home and of the cameras. That's all I'm saying. This has got to be somebody that knows the layouts. Because at 2 o'clock in the morning, I don't care how many floodlights you got around that. You know where the cameras are to take them down. Is that what I'm hearing? Am I hearing that incorrectly? I feel like whoever this is, and it's just all for the basic knowledge that I know, because I don't know nothing. That's why I'm going down the rabbit hole and I'm talking to y'all about it, right? What you saying? The sister was sitting there looking down and crying during the interview. Savannah's husband, oh, cops are saying crap about how the abductor got in. They're not saying it. If it was somebody that she knew, she opened the fucking door. If it's somebody knocking on the door, right? Ringing the bell, boom, 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 boom. You came in through the front door. So I don't understand why the cops are saying they don't know what was the entry point when the camera on the front was evidently snatched up off that joint. I mean, I'm just saying. They came through the front door. She knew them. If that's just how I'm thinking. If I know you and you come to the house, I'm gonna open up the door. Now I ain't gonna open it up in the back, but I will open it up in the front. But the blood was on the front porch, won't it? So it seemed like somebody did something to her at the front door. But I don't think that the point of entry was through the back door. I'm just, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place with this. So the news anchor, she went out, Savannah went out with her sister Annie and her brother Cameron and pleaded to the anonymous suspects in a new message Saturday night begging for the return of their mother. She said, "We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. Lady saying that her mother's return is very valuable to us and we will pay what you asking for. This is the only way we'll have peace." Y'all think it's this lady right here? Y'all saying it's her. Y'all saying it's this lady right here. This sister. Y'all saying it's this sister right here. Let me tell you something. She will get the beat down before they lock her up. If it's her, she will get the beat down of her life. Let's remove all the body cam. Let's remove everything. I'm about to beat my sister down. Now I'm gonna leave her with some. You saying yes, yes, y'all saying yes. Y'all think it's the sister? Y'all think it's the sister? You said the suspicion is on the husband. Do she not live with her husband? Y'all saying yes, yes. My gut tells me it's not the sister, but the husband. But so the sister and the husband are estranged? Okay, answer that question. Is the sister and the husband estranged? Do they not live together? Okay, y'all say y'all think it's the husband. My question is the sister and the husband estranged? Do they not live in the same house? Can somebody please? They all living together. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. Then how in the is the sister not involved? If she's living with this man, she know this man. She would know if he got up out the bed at 2 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning to go down to her mother's house. Well, you know, a lot of crimes happen in the family, but I understand what you saying, Miss Joanne. I believe they still live together. Then how's she not complicit? They live together, but he is missing. What the y'all mean he missing? Oh, come on, y'all. Don't put the politics stuff in here, okay? Like, what the does that have to do with the mother? Okay. They towed her truck away. Why is a husband missing? Now, where y'all get that from? From what I understand, is when they named him. Okay, so hold on. Let me tell y'all what I understand, and y'all tell me downtown in the comment section. So, what I understand is that they started suspecting that it was the son in law. Mofos who, are crime experts, or at least think they crime experts and stuff like that, people that get, really down and dirty with it, started going on his Instagram. So he shut his Instagram off, right? Which I would too. Don't be coming at me with that. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Look, I still got crust in my eyes out here early in the morning with the coffee and the crime. I would shut my stuff down too if people, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are interested in this and they coming at me and saying they think I did it. That's the last thing that anybody would ever want on them, right? Is for people to be out there talking about something they think is you. The sheriff did press conference. He said that he could be a victim. They told the mother's vehicle second. They told the daughter's vehicle first. Let me look that up. Let me look that up. Because it'd be a lot of stuff that's out there. They did a little thing and I looked it up. They made a statement and it was like the silence of the lamb. Hold on, I'm going to tell y'all what it was. Because she has said a comment that reminded me of the silence of the lamb. Let me find it. So in the ransom thing, right? She said, in the silence of the lambs, Hannibal Lecter repeatedly implied people reveal themselves when you talk to them. The truth is in how they speak or not just what they say. One of the core ideas Lecter pushes is essentially talk to them. They'll show you who they are. While the exact phrase talk to her and you will see is not a verbatim line of Silence of the Lamb, it's very much in the film's language and pathology. When she talked, when Savannah came out and was talking about this, right? And talking about the ransom thing, she used that. She used that line, talk to my mother, talk to her. So she using some Silence of the Lamb FBI language. Now, of course, we know the FBI has gotten involved, right? And they, like, okay, we gotta find out. But they being coached on what they're saying. Yeah, okay. Talk to her and you'll see. That's what she said. No official person said it was a brother. A reporter started the story, not law enforcement, that she has an inside leak that she was a person of interest. But what I'm okay, thank you, Boo. Thank you, Boo. You see coffee and crime. I'm on the floor. Okay, coffee and crime, girl. Coffee and crime. Did they tow a car? Let me see if they towed a car. Where y'all getting that from? Where y'all getting that from? Now Savannah came out now and was like, we're gonna go ahead on and pay for it. She said, we're gonna go ahead and pay for it. She said, this is very valid. She said, we received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother. Okay. Let me turn this off, put this on silent. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we're going to have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay. Her video did not provide any details about the thing. They asked for $50,000, but they have no signs of life. You're going to have my mother at a typewriter. You will have to show my mother some kind of way for me to be paying for it. I don't know whether or not the mother is living anymore. They said that, she basically can't move around, like a young 20 year old. So how did the mother get to church? Did the family take the mother to church? How did she get to church? How does Nancy get to church? CNN got the timeline, Gene. Let me pull up CNN's timeline. Okay, let's see. Okay, so they said what has happened so far. Thank you, Boo, for that tip. Saturday, January 31st, Guthrie takes an Uber to her daughter Annie's home. Now, we didn't already establish in the comments section that Annie lived with her husband. Family members take her back home with Guthrie's garage door opening at 9:48 p.m. and closing at 9:50. On Sunday, February 1st, thank you, Boo, for this. Okay. On Sunday, February 1st at 1:47 a.m., a few hours after, Guthrie is believed to have returned. Wait a minute. Guthrie is believed to have returned home. Her doorbell camera is disconnected. Wait a minute. Didn't they say they just dropped her at home? Family members take her back home. She was already at home at 9:50. A few hours later, after, who took her home? Who is family members? So they said at 1:47, a few hours after Guthrie is believed to have returned home. Oh, okay. Slow down, Auntie. Her doorbell camera was automatically disconnected. So at 2:12 a.m., surveillance camera software detected there was some daggone movement. Why she won't in the bed? Guthrie's pacemaker app shows it disconnected from her phone at 2:28 a.m. Relatives checked on her at 11:56 that morning, around about 12. After finding out she was uncharacteristic, whatever, absent from her church service that she probably go to every Sunday, and they discovered that she won't home. Relatives called 911 at 12:03. The police arrived at the home at 12:15. On Tuesday, February 3rd, several media outlets, including TMZ and CNN, received the purported ransom letters demanding millions of dollars in Bitcoin. One note includes a first deadline of 5 p.m. Thursday and a second deadline of next Monday. So, this is somebody, in my opinion, that have cared for a little bit. Because why are you pushing the deadline back? Valley Girl said Annie took 1 hour to call a popo when she arrived at the house. Did she? What? This this seems like an inside job to me. You know, somebody knew her. Cause they cared, it seemed like they cared a little bit. But and they had it seemed like they had this plan. Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. So it seemed like they cared a little bit about her. And they had this plan, but some happened. It was a little monkey wrench thrown up in that camp. And it got real. You know how you got the best laid plan, but when you go to execute, you ain't you didn't cover everything. So you fucking around and finding out in real time. Cause it seemed like they was like really like, but why is the blood outside? Like what they do? Okay, let me finish. On Wednesday, the siblings posted a video on Instagram with Savannah Guthrie saying they need to know without a doubt that she's alive and that you got her. She emphasizes that her mother is in constant pain and needs her medication to survive. On Thursday, which was the first deadline mentioned the purported ransom note passes at 5. Savannah Guthrie's brother Cameron issues yet another plea on social media. At 5 p.m. local time, the first deadline given in the ransom note. He said, we need to reach out. We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward. On Friday, after they missed the first deadline, KOLD receives a second note about her Nancy's disappearance. Anchor Mary Coleman says the latest message included sensitive information and no deadline, unlike the first letter. No, because there was two deadlines. The one deadline was Thursday, and the second deadline was next Monday. Because they figured I guess whoever this person is figured they weren't gonna make it Thursday, so they gave them, 2 days. What the Investigators resumed searches at Nancy's home and in the surrounding area. A car which appeared to be Guthrie's is towed away. Now, y'all was saying that downtown in the comment section. Guthrie's children plead for their mother's return in a video posted on social media. In the clip, Savannah Guthrie says, "We will pay you." So they did tow somebody's car. A, a car which appeared to be the mother's got towed away. But wait a minute, why would they? Okay, I'm confused. All right, y'all, help me process this. Okay, that's what I was saying. If the mother got in an Uber, she got dropped off by a family member. Why they got the mother car? Help me process that while I take a sip of coffee. I'm asking for a friend of a friend. I ain't even asking like directly for the friend. I'm asking for a friend of a friend. Why did they tow the mother car away if the mother wasn't in the car? She never used her vehicle. She didn't get up on that getting up. She went to they dropped her off. She had a ride. They said she Ubered. She got dropped off. So why did they take the mother's car? Is there something going on that we don't know nothing about? So you saying that the sister's car was towed, but they saying here on CNN that it was the mama car. So they took the mother and the sister car. Something is something is not right. It ain't adding. This ain't adding up. This is not the adding up. Period. Point blank. Poo. Some ain't adding up, y'all. Mm-mm. Something is not adding up. So let me thank you, boo. Hey, welcome back. All right, so look, let me go right here. Let's look at this. Hold on, let me see if I can bring it out. Okay, okay. Is this the right one? I don't know if this the right one or not. Let me see. Nancy Guthrie was last seen at her home on the evening of. She got a big old huge home. Why the hell did 85-year-old mother living in this big old home by herself with heart problems and all kinds of going on? Anyway, I digress. Nancy was last seen at her home on the evening of 31 January. The doorbell camera was cut off at 1:47. Police later found blood on the porch that confirmed to be Guthrie's. How they later find it? Guthrie home is in an affluent neighborhood in the Catalina foothills. So when they arrived to the home, why did they later find blood? Why didn't they find blood the first time? If you walking up to my house and the blood is on the front, you noticed the cameras, but you didn't notice you was walking on blood? Something, something, something just ain't right. It just ain't right. Some ain't right. I think so too. I saw that comment. The blood was from her mouth or her nose. You know what, Valley Girl? I believe that too because it was drips of it. It wasn't like pouring out, like it wasn't a whole lot of blood. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like whoever did this right care a little bit about her. I think the plan went bad. I think something went bad. Somebody ain't play their part. Somebody ain't do what they were supposed to do, and it just got. But these ransom notes to the. Mm. No, I don't think it's that simple. I understand what you're saying, but it seems like there's a connection to her. Whoever this is got a connection to her and they give a fuck about her. But they up because they left their medicine and they didn't let her take her Apple devices because they could track you. You know, they could track you. It seems like there is some type of kid in concern, but somebody somebody up the bag. I'm gonna drop the link. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link. If you click the link to have a conversation about it, show your face in the background. You don't have to show your face on air. Just let me make sure I identify you. I know you straight. Okay. This is some fool la la. This is up on so many levels because how many of y'all think that the mother is still alive? Like we're not even gonna play games with it. How many of y'all think that this mother is still alive? I don't. I don't believe that the mother, considering she has all of these ailments, she's 85 years old. There was some blood trickling. Casey said point blank, it's Andy and her husband. Allegedly. Okay, all comments made in this comment section is alleged. Okay, it's like, what you saying, Deborah? In one of the first videos I saw interviewing ex FBI agents, one said that she was deflated because of blood droplets. It's not the amount, it's the shape of it. Ooh, that's deep. Randy said, I'm thinking, hey, Randy. I'm thinking no, because her health and lack of meds. I had hoped she was alive, but after the video released last night, I no longer believe she is. Oh, damn, what video? Child Valley Girl said she didn't went on to the upper room. It ain't funny, but it's heartbreaking, but they don't say the first 48 hours is so important for nothing, which is so true. Mommy Nab said it's been a week, so nah. If the mother is still alive, it can't be the daughter and the husband because if returned, the mother would simply turn them into the police. What if the mom is in on it? Oh no. Why would the mother be in on it? Why would she be in on it and she out there bleeding? It wouldn't have been no blood if she was bleeding. But thank you, boo. Y'all got some thick. I think that law enforcement knows something about a family member but are not telling the public during the investigation. I don't believe she's still alive because she could identify the perpetrator. So, you know what, kids, what I'm wondering. You said you on the fence. I'm searching Annie's house, but they got to have real probable cause to be doing that. I hope she's still alive too. Thank you, boo. So with all these satellites in the air, you mean to tell me they can't find anything? You know what they probably have from like traffic lights and all of that kind of stuff. I know that when my aunt was missing, they were able to ping traffic lights and all of that. But she ended up going. They ended up finding her off the grid, right? Um, they ended up finding her off the grid. So like on all the like highways and stuff like that, they knew a vicinity she was in. But when she drove off the grid, they could no longer find her. They did find her and my uncle, okay? But it took a while to find them because they ended up going off the grid where there were no cameras. They was in a rural area. But that's another story for another time. And y'all got to realize that there are off the grid spots. Okay. You say that's all I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? It could be. I don't think that the mother would be, I guess for me, right? Thinking that I'm a little Nancy Drew. I think for me, I don't see it because the mother wouldn't have been bleeding. So something happened, a tussle, something went down. Some went down. The last people who saw her. Mm-hmm. Annie is worth. I doubt it's. it's her and her husband. Why is Annie worth money? What does Annie do? What Annie do, Lisa Lynn, for a living? Tell me, girl. I'm hoping she's alive, but that last video doesn't sound like it. It took them an hour to call a popo. Why wouldn't the mother sleep? Y'all, it's so many if, ands, and but. Oh, she's a poet. Yo, what's the sister full name? What's the sister full name? See if I can pull some up on a sister. What's her full name? I think the mother ended up. Annie Guthrie. She married and she kept her maiden? Annie Guthrie is the oldest sister of Today co-anchor and television personality. She is an author, poet, and jeweler who lives in Tucson, Arizona with her husband, Tom. She is publicly she is publicly a marketing she is publicity and marketing director for Core Price. Her husband, she's married to an Italian born Tom, okay, an AP biology teacher at Bases Oak Valley in Tucson. According to LinkedIn, he's worked there for over 15 years. Hmm. Well, I mean, the sister and Tom do have money, but they are not like well off. And for them to be living in that area, it's a lot of money. If they come out and say they found her body 10 miles or less from the house, I'm going to scream. The tone and demeanor shifted in this last video. They are holding hands, comforting each other. They didn't even tell their mommy they loved her. They didn't address her at all. Speaks loud. Thomas has a band. It's not rock. It's not rap. It's the screaming type of music. The lyrics in most of the songs are very dark. Love Murder is the name of one of his songs. What? What you say is called? Is it called Blue Murder? Is it called Blue Murder? We can see it, Dot. I can see you, Dabu. Early Black. Thank you. Love you too, avoiding eye contact. Love you too, boo. The band is Early Black. But what's the name of the song by Early Black? What you were saying, Tasha. Tasha said the last video does make you feel that they know she is not alive because Savannah said she wants to celebrate with her. I know in the family we call funerals a celebration of life. What's the name of the song? Okay, so I can't get that fast enough. Y'all, my coffee just about gone. My coffee just about gone. And I'm like, what the is going on? I still ain't no closer to it, to what's going on. It seemed like y'all are very knowledgeable. It seems like y'all are very knowledgeable. Y'all been paying attention to this. Okay. Y'all know what's going on with the goings on. So I'm a poll. Let me see if I can poll. I got so many things open. I probably need to close them first. So hold on. Let me see if I can close some of this stuff, y'all. Hold on. So I want to close this, that, this, that, that, that. What's this? This is PBS. What's this? Okay, I want to close that. Let me poll y'all. Let's take a poll. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. I'm starting the poll. Who done it? Who done it, y'all? Was it the sister? The sister's husband? The sister's husband? And the sister and her husband? Or somebody else? Who done it, y'all? The sister, the sister's husband, the sister and the husband, or somebody else? Who done it? Who would do something like this? Hey, Paula Pix. Hey, Boo. Thank you for coming in. Who did this? Y'all. I'm going down a rabbit hole. Thanks for going down a rabbit hole with me because I've been hearing this story and I was like, what the is going on? If y'all have any other crime stories y'all want me to cover with coffee and crime, y'all let me know. Hit me up on my Instagrams and my DM. If it's a hot story, you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Okay, today we doing this on both channels, but in the future it will only be on my second channel, which is Auntie's Advice Lifestyle Podcast. Okay, what you saying? I think the sister and her husband might have brought in somebody else. What? The husband and Annie Oakley is not turning him. Okay. Ruth said, look, I don't know who did it. Okay. Look at Paula out here working. You ain't got to work. She's talking about get the thumbs in. Okay. So she's taking an Uber to church, living in that big house. Let's check the church members. Wow. Now that's a thought. Girl, let me take a sip on that. Whoa. What y'all think? One thing for sure and two for certain, law enforcement going to get to the bottom of this situation. You daggone right that. Yes, they are guilty, but they got someone else to do the dirty work. What? You said that's a great point. Thank you so much, TG Studio NYC for the $4.99 super chat. Let me give you a super chat song. Let me give you a super chat song early in the morning. Hold on, let me see if I can find one out here. Now, I had them out here. Don't be playing with me now, okay?
Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Thank you for that super chat. Now let's get on back into this foolishness, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall.
Thank you, Boo. Appreciate it. Early on a Sunday morning. Thank you. Y'all, it's a lot going on. Okay, she said, use this for your coffee fund. Thank you, Boo. Thank you. I mean, there are some new members of church all the time. Maybe she took a liking to an unfortunate looking new member. That's a thought. What you got in your shirt? Is that like a little doll baby? Okay. Lady Davis said it was reported Nancy didn't attend in-person service, so that needs to be investigated. Oh, so she usually be at home. Of the story of Annie, her husband told police that that's how they knew to check on her. It was reported Nancy didn't attend in-person service, so that needs to be investigated. Of the story of Annie, her husband told police that's how they knew to check on her. Okay. Thank you so much, Tina Nader, for the $4.99 super chat. Let me give you a song too. Let me give you a song.
Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Boo. I appreciate you. Okay, you said you wanted that song. Okay. Yo, this is a mess. Okay. Oh, okay. That's so sweet. Oh my goodness. Y'all, let me go to the polls. Let's see what y'all think out this mother. Let's see what y'all think. All right, we got 83 votes. We're going to end the poll at that. I asked the question, who done it? Okay. Let's see who y'all said done. I'm going to put it down in the chat so we can all look at it together. Okay. Let's see. Who done it? The sister and the husband, out of 83 votes, 48% of y'all believe it was the sister and the husband. 32% of y'all believe it's the sister's husband. 19% of y'all said it was somebody else. And 1% of y'all said it was the sister. Hmm. Hmm. So y'all don't believe the sister did it by herself. Y'all believe, most of y'all believe they did it and they in cahoots. Y'all suppose we wrong, period. Paula Pick said exactly, Cassie. What Cassie say? So we gotta go back. Okay. We gotta go back and see what Cassie said. Cassie said, such a mess, very sad. Okay, so Paula said to Cassie, I love it. All of this for what? Selfish and entitled folk will rob you of everything. Mm. Tina said they probably missed her at the offering online, possibly if she donated to the church off. Now she said that to a Jill. Okay, let's see what she has said. Hmm. She said, but how did the church report her missing if she went to church online? Y'all is a mess out here on these streets. But I love it because some things you just got to go down the rabbit hole on, okay? You just got to go down the rabbit hole on it. I hope we wrong. I hope so too. I hope she's still alive and breathing, like on a serious note. And then closing. I pray that the mother is alive. And that prior to they had gotten her medicine and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I thank y'all so much for coming out here with me and going down the rabbit hole because sometimes you just need to talk to somebody else about it, which is why I do my lives so that we can all talk about it in real time. Sometimes you may live by yourself or you may just have people who ain't interested in talking about this situation. When I saw it, I was like, I have got to have somebody else to talk about this situation with. So I appreciate every one of y'all that is downtown to the chat. But we're going to come back. Again, if you have other crime stories that you want to talk about, that you feel like you need to discuss with somebody, then hit me up on my Instagram page, Auntie's Advice, and let me know what it is, because we out here this morning and we are discussing this because it's out there, it's trending, and it's got so many different possibilities. I think at the end of the day, we would just be wanting to know. I know that there was one case that was on, and that was a the little girl that got killed in the mountains, and I can't think of her name. And her boyfriend husband did it. The little what was the little girl name? Emily, was it Emily? And then he ended up um um killing himself basically. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I don't know why I can't think of the case, but it was a little girl. She was a content creator, and they had decided to do van life and do all of like the little things, get here, go there, get here, go there, knick knack, paper. Get yes, Gabby Petito. And I followed that daggone thing, but I ain't had nobody to talk about with it. Yes, yes. I ain't had nobody to talk about it. And I said, today I'm going to do me some crime and coffee and some coffee and crime, because I need somebody to talk about it with. It's a couple of other things, cases that are going on right now that I can think of in my mind that I need somebody to say, okay, help me understand what's going on with this. Let's talk about it. Yes, that was a sad case. Let me tell you, they gave him too much. They gave him too much freedom. They should have been on him every step of the way. But he was given the presumption of innocence, right? But I'm telling you right now, they should have had a detective on his from day A, him, his mama, and his daddy. Now, I know you can't violate nobody's rights. Maybe they didn't have enough information or whatever. But I was like, ain't no way in the world he should have been able to go anywhere. But money be talking. Money talk. They lawyered up quick. The sister out there in the yard, she lying, all this stuff. Like, sometimes I be wanting, I want, okay, not wanting. Sometimes I want the system to work faster. It seems like these people just get so much time to do the that they want to do. And that's how I feel like in this case. I feel like every second counts, every day counts, all this count. Find the find mama, find her. It's too much time going by, and I ain't gonna play with you if you can't show that my mama living. No signs of life. No signs of life. And you steady asking for money from the family. You mother. I hope this does not end poorly. What you saying, boo? Hey, Lucy. I'm loving this commentary. I haven't followed this case. Now I will. You're always sending me down a rabbit hole. Shoot, I'm going down there. You going down there with me. I'm going down there. Y'all going with me. Didn't they say she needed medication daily? And that's the thing about it. Are they watching for somebody who has unusual spending? Has a prescription been filled for this under a different name just all of a sudden out the blue? Dominique said they botched this case from the beginning. You think so? They definitely don't sound like the one case where the girl says she seen a baby on the freeway. Oh, now I covered that. Now, I covered that. I covered that. And I don't think she even got no time for it. But anyway, I digress. You all, thank you so much for being here with me. If you have not already done so, please like, comment, and subscribe to both the channels or either or. Thank you for the conversation. Let's get back together once we get more information. I love y'all so much. Have a great day on purpose. Bye, y'all.